'Cause I think when you started, you had like $100 or something.
Yeah, $100 left to my name. It was
Stupid.
awful.
Stupid. Yeah, dude. How awful is that? Like, that's terrible.
Sucked.
How do you go from $100 to 23,000 in a week? Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the CA Power Player Podcast. I'm your host, Cody Askins. Today we got a special guest. He's in St. Augustine, Florida. I can tell you this. Last time we had this dude on the channel, he got flooded with text messages and was able to help a bunch of agents. And I want you guys to flood him again today. Please welcome back to the podcast, from the Muzelak Agency, Mr. Kyle Muzelak. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? Good to be here again.
Dude, anytime I can get you on camera, I love it because you have what some would call a relatable start. That like people can relate to what you're doing and what you're talking about and how you're doing it. Last time we were here, we talked about how you did 18 grand in a week. Actually, you corrected me and said it was in a day though, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then this time I think you did 23 grand in a week recently. And I'm like, bro, let's talk about that, man. $23,000. Let me pull my calculator out, bro. Okay. Also, while I'm putting my calculator, give them your cell phone number if they want to text you and have questions or need help ever.
Yeah, for sure. It's 904-631-4262.
Boom. Also, if you take 23,000, right? 23,000 in a week times 52 weeks, you get $1.196 million in a year.
Man,
you just gotta do this every week.
Yeah.
You know? The $1 million man.
Yeah, easier said than done.
Dude, did you ever think you'd be doing 23 grand in a week? Let's back up. How long you been in the business?
Shoot, man, this year's 3 years.
So let's back up. How old are you? Like
29.
21? Just kidding. 29.
I wish I was 21.
You're getting old, man. You're gonna be about to be 30, bro. Life is almost over.
Yeah.
Let's say 8 years ago, you're 21 years old. Did you envision you would ever put up $23,000 in a single week?
No. I was in the military and I barely made that in 3 months.
Or half a year.
Yeah.
What did you make in the military?
When I was full-time at the end, it was about 60 a year.
Okay. Yeah. So it's like, like 4 or 5 months worth. Yeah. Now you're doing it in a week. What part of the military? What branch?
I was in the Army National Guard.
Oh, I love it, man. That's cool, dude. Thank you for your service. I like it.
Appreciate it.
What did you learn from that experience?
I learned that traveling cannot always be super exciting, but just discipline and that I can really do anything that I put my mind to.
Mm-hmm.
It was more of a mindset test than anything else.
Yeah. Do you think you can help anybody do 23 grand in a week?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he was quick on that answer, you guys. Let him know in comments below, man. You're like, if you think Kyle can help you, right, $23,000 in 1 week, put in comments below, yes, or challenge him. Be like, dude, I don't believe you. I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can help me that much.
I hope they do. I love challenge.
Where do you get that from?
I guess being a kid, man, I was just always the smaller guy, smaller stature. And
how tall are you?
5'7".
And are you exaggerating with the 5'7" or?
I'm closer to 5'7" than 5'6", so we'll go there.
Yeah, but if you're below 5'7", it's 5'6".
Yeah, I think it. Well, yeah.
All right, cool. I love it. But dude, you know what? I think why you did so well last time, and I think you mentioned this, is like military. You got some tats. You're a young dude. You're just a relatable cat. You've got 8% on your wrist, right? With the wristband. You're just a normal guy that has proven that. I think when you started, you had like $100 or something.
Yeah, $100 left to my name.
Stupid.
It was awful.
Stupid. Yeah, dude. How awful is that? Like, that's terrible.
Sucked.
How do you go from $100 to 23,000 in a week?
A lot of hard work, to be honest.
Yeah.
And belief that it's possible.
Yep. Yep. And where does someone get the belief if they don't have it?
Well, when I first started, I believed in the people that were mentoring me because they were showing me that they could do it. So I said, well, if this guy could do it, I know I can do it. And that it just kind of snowballed. And then when I did that 18,000 in a day, it was just, okay, well, if I can do this, I can do it again, you know? So that's kind of how that went. But
Yeah.
you know, it's tough in the beginning on your own, but you just got to believe that anything is possible.
Mm. And if you don't believe anything's possible, how do you start to believe anything is?
Man, that's $1 million question, right? Is how do we get that belief? I heard someone speak last night at a networking event I was at. They were talking about how their why was their kids. And we were like, okay, well, but how do you motivate yourself? And how do you believe that it's possible? She was like, well, I'm just very competitive. And I knew that, just like I said, she watched other people do it. And if they can do it, she can do it. Same thing. And now you got agents out there writing $100,000 a month. I mean, there's just, the possibilities are endless nowadays, especially with all the products and stuff we have out. But it's just, it just comes down to waking up in the morning and go, hey, this is either going to be a great day or this day's going to suck. And that's how your day's going to end. And I wake up every day thinking about that moment in my life where I just smacked it, that $18,000 day, and how good I feel or felt in that moment. And I just wake up, write it down in my little journal.
Let's go. That's good.
And I go, I can do this again. It's going to be a good day. And I just keep powering through.
Yeah. Should I get tattoos? Is that the secret?
Dude, it's a secret sauce, man. Whole sleeve.
What's on your arm? What kind of tats you got? Let's talk about that. We didn't
American flag.
Oh, I love that.
And then some waves because I'm like a surfer guy. And then the bald eagle for America, St. Augustine.
All in one tat. It's like all together too.
Yeah.
You know what we call that in the tattoo world? A full sleeve. I think.
Yes, it is. And then I got a sun up here, but my shirt's a little too tight to pull it off.
Dude, is that because you've been hitting the gym?
Yeah, dude. Every so often I'll go, but it's part of my secret sauce.
You probably make me look bad, man. If we both went shirtless, you probably make me look bad right now.
No, man. I saw your post. You're looking good, man. Dude, getting swole. I'm
gonna tell you guys, if you're not checking me out on IG, okay, at Cody.Askins, you gotta follow me. What's your Instagram so they can go follow you as well?
Super simple. It's at K_MUZE.
Oh, K_Muse. Let's go, man. MUZE. I like that. That's awesome. Okay, so tell me about this $23,000 week. How'd you do that?
I don't want to say luck because it was.
Well, I mean, if you think it was luck, then you could say it, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, I guess I got lucky because the guy. So I wrote it. It was. I want to say it was like 6 applications, but it was the majority of it was off one family, and they wanted a big IUL. They wanted $1 million in coverage on each of them, and so that between them, that was $13,000 off one lead.
Cha-ching.
And then the rest was, just kind of running appointments, and I did a lot of work for them that week. So,
dude, that's awesome, dude. I love that. And
could have done more.
Yeah, you could have. You're exactly right. Yeah, you mentioned how you wrote down goals, though. Mm-hmm. Why do you do that? Because I bet 99% of people that are watching do not.
When I first started, my first year, I never wrote down anything. I said I did. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm putting I put little sticky notes in my home office. Like, hey, $20,000 a month or whatever, or I want to be an agency owner, stuff like that. And I just never really hit the goals. And every conference I went to, everyone, especially you were like, hey, man, you got to write stuff down. And I just kept hearing it. And I said, yes. If all these successful people that I aspire to be like, say that this is one of their things that they do, I should probably start doing it. And ever since that day in Dallas at 8%, I've been journaling every day and at night. And, here and there, some days, obviously I'm going to miss on vacation or whatever. But it helps with the mindset, and it keeps me on track, and I know where I'm going and where I'm headed and where I'm at currently. And I look back on it a year ago and like, wow, I had very small goals in comparison to what I have now, which is kind of cool to watch.
What are some of the things, talk about being relatable. What are some of the things you're writing down?
The first thing I write down is the goal for the day. I just go, hey, I'm just going to dial. Like I just make it super simple, very simple goal. I say, I'm going to dial today. And I write that down in all caps. That's
good, man. Because so many people struggle with that. That's like one of the best first things you can do. And that's what everybody freaking struggles with. They would just dial. They would do well.
Exactly. That's really, I mean, honestly, that's all you have to do. And that's what I told a lot of my agents the last year is just, I'm telling you, if you just dial and you just write down every day, you'll actually do it rather than just say it out loud. And so I did. I'm just going to dial today. I don't put a number on it because I don't want to limit myself, but I also don't want to make it too big where I may not hit it. So I just say, I'm just going to dial. And then whatever that ends up being, that's where I'm at.
Is there days where you just do one dial just to do what you said you would do?
There is.
Okay. All right.
There is just one dial. I did that a couple weeks ago, if I'm being honest, because I was focused on a bunch of other stuff. But I said, hey, I wrote this down, so I got to just make this one call. And actually, that one call was really good. I booked an appointment off that one call.
Dude, you never know.
Yeah, you never know, man. It was lucky. But
awesome. Case. Huh.
Yeah, other than that, it's like go to the gym, eat lunch. I'm an agency owner. Stuff. It kind of snowball effects down the list.
It's like, hey, feel good, eat some food, pick up the phone, walk to the car.
More like walk to my office.
The office that's in the house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that, man. That's cool. What stood out to you? Like, what you seem like a totally different person from the first time we met. How long ago was that? Year and a half, 2 years?
Man, I think when you came to Florida.
Yeah, you picked me up in your car. My flight was delayed, and I was speaking at your event.
Yeah, it was a year and a couple months.
Okay. Dude, that was a great trip, man. I loved that.
It was fun.
And I loved that you, I felt bad, but you waited a few hours to, several hours to, pick me up and take me to your house and hang out with all these people, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, I was picking up Cody Askins.
Yeah. But okay, so on that note, if somebody out there and they're like, okay, dude, I get it. He's Cody Askins. They don't know what picking up Cody Askins is like. What was that like? And is Cody Askins really Cody Askins, or is he just a normal dude? You know, how was that whole experience? Because we spent a bunch of time together.
Honestly, I was super nervous because I was like, man, this guy, I've been following this guy for a while. He's kind of like my idol. I aspire to be like him. And so I was super nervous, and I was like, okay, I got to be cool. I got to sound cool. And honestly, you're just such a humble guy that I was like, wow. So there's actually people that I can aspire to be, and they're nothing like what I expected. Super humble. You talked to me, you said the whole ride, you talked to me about me and my aspirations. And it was honestly really cool, man. And since then, awesome. I've just always wanted to work with you. So I appreciate everything you've done for me, man. Truly.
Thanks, dude. That's really cool. I'm here getting freaking goosebumps all over my body when you're talking about that. That's awesome. That's cool. And dude, that's what anybody wants to be, you know, everybody listening and you, we want to help a bunch of people. We want to make some money, and we want to be able to help others along the way. And hopefully we just still want to help people. And deep down, you know, we don't want to get a freaking big head and get arrogant and get stupid and, you know, not be able to relate to people or hang out with somebody because we're just too cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, dude, deep down, you know, it was something that always drove me nuts when I was a kid. And I'm so far from a celebrity, it's not even close. But I'll just use it as an example. As a kid, and you probably thought the same thing. You probably met someone famous in your past, and they were a dick. They were a jerk, whatever you want to call it. And you were probably like, I will never be that person, you know? And I get why they become that person, because it's just they get around so many people and everybody wants something, and then they get frustrated. They're having a bad day, or they lash out at somebody, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine how busy they are and the crap they have to put up with. But I've always said, like, man, I just want to be a normal dude. You know, I want to help people. And you are probably the same way as you're starting to rise and make some money and help some agents, you know?
Yeah. I think, honestly, I think in business, that's the best way to be, is out to help others instead of yourself. And that's how you get more successful than anybody else.
Yes.
And it's not like I'm trying to compete against everybody, but, it really, yeah, I completely agree. I try to be more for the people than myself, but you know, sometimes there's always those moments where you get a little bit of a big head sometimes. But
yeah, it's easy to do, bro.
Yeah, especially after the tour we did around the country. For a moment there, I thought I was the coolest thing since sliced bread, but
oh man, dude, how cool, how sick was that, man? What did that do for your vision about your future? And what did we even do for those that didn't watch the other interview?
Oh yeah, so last year we flew around the country promoting your TV show, which was really cool. Can't wait for the second season to come out. And we went to, 5 different cities in 5 days.
Yeah.
Super cool. And by the way, this dude is a fantastic leader. He was pulling luggage out of the bus every time. He was like leading from the front. And it, not only that, but the people that I was surrounded by made me think, okay, it's not just about making 6 figures, but I could get up to 7, 8, 9 figures. And I never thought that was possible until I was just surrounded by all those people like Darren Stubbs and Brenes and David Alvarado. And it was honestly really cool to have that network now as well.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Which was nice. So I appreciate that very much.
Thanks, bro. Dude, me and you, we won't get into specifics, but I'll just say that me and you and Alvarado and Ali Saleh. Yeah, man, had one heck of a conversation at 42,000 feet.
Yeah, we did.
Insane.
Feels were happening.
Holy freak. That was one of the deepest, coolest moments I've ever been a part of. Like, it was awesome. Yeah, it was so cool. I mean, it wasn't easy, but it was necessary, you know, which was cool.
It was needed. Yeah. And since then, it's just been kind of uphill, man. Or not uphill, in a good way.
Totally. Yes. Yeah. You're not just flying up in a jet, you know, but life's getting better, which is what it's supposed to. Exactly. Dude, what advice would you give to a struggling agent, and if they want to learn and follow your journey and reach out to you, or do you help people at the same time? What advice and do you help agents?
Of course. Yes. I absolutely love helping agents. Because I was one of those people that even after all these great things that it sounds like I did, I still had those moments where I struggled and I thought, man, maybe I'm not meant for this.
Yes, you did.
And that's just a part of business, you know. But
dude, we all do. Gosh,
the people that fall down and keep getting back up, that shows, the true success. It's not about, whatever I make a month or whatever. And I'll be honest, man, I kind of got off track there, but
no, that's good. Give him your phone. That was great. Give him your phone number again.
Yeah. My phone number is 904-631-4262. And I guess my piece of advice is just never quit. Never quit. No matter what anybody says to you, no matter what anybody does to you, just keep going. Keep getting up every single day and aspiring to be whatever you wanted to be at the beginning.
True. I love it. Dude, you're a beast. Thanks for being back on the podcast once again. Thanks, Kyle Muzelak.
Thanks, brother.
Appreciate you. Thank you guys for listening to Power Player Podcast. Let us know what you thought of this episode. Reach out to Kyle. Get some help. Never quit. And have an amazing freaking life. Maybe we'll all three, Kyle, myself, and you watching and listening right now will be on a jet together in the near future, because you never freaking know. Let's go. See you next time. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're going to love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there.
If you've been grinding and hustling out there in the street, writing all these policies, and you're trying to build residual income, and you built your income up to be $3,000 a month coming in, residual, before you get it by the bid,